Paul tells us that everything that can be shaken will be shaken. And the point of the shaking is not to destroy, but to reveal what is unshakable. And that's our confidence in God. And shaking will happen in each of our lives continually. Whether that shaking is on a global scale or it's strictly personal, whether it's in relationships, work, finances, and whatever area that shaking is, what we see is God does want to take us from the past into the greater, and He wants to make a distinction. He wants to make it obvious to the world around you that He is good and faithful. But He does allow the shaking. And how we cooperate with that, how we align with it to facilitate and expedite what God is doing is to recognize in that shaking, what is it we have allowed to creep in that we rely on? Whether it's something that's supposed to produce happiness, provision, resource, whatever it may be, it's allowing that to come to the surface, allowing the Holy Spirit to point out, to show us what's in our heart that is taken a wrong place. Often it doesn't mean that they have to leave, but they have to be adjusted, that they have to be put back in their proper place, that God is demonstrating Himself as our source of provision, blessing, happiness, fulfillment, and so on. So how we cooperate with that is recognizing what needs to be adjusted, and in some cases, what needs to be eliminated. But then also, don't forget that we're supposed to build yourself up in your most holy faith. How do you do that? It's relying on, building yourself up on, taking ownership of God's promises, recognizing they are, if we apply faith, are completely reliable. It's allowing us to become unshakable in the shaking so that God can make that distinction, so He can take us to the greater, but just as importantly, so He can demonstrate His faithfulness through us to a world around us. Remember, when God's people left Egypt, a mixed multitude went with them.